everything everyone else is doing. So, real quick, look at your partner one more time, tell them, I own you.
I own you.
And the count of three, like DJ, you go spinning, and you go all out, outro, because you're ready. 1, 2, 3.
Star Presidential, Maddie Moore.
Hi.
How's it going, Maddie?
I'm just awesome. How are you?
I am fantastic.
That is fantastic.
Yes. All right, so if you can give us one good tip for the Las Vegas team, what would it be?
Consistency is key. It is what's going to really help your business get to that next level, meaning you got to do the home events, you got to do the calls, and build a team culture. I mean, I know the Vegas team absolutely kills it, but hang out with each other outside of events. You know, do home events together, do invites, do calls, do all that together. It's going to help bring the entire team closer. Rack 'em.
Yes. Thank you so much, Maddie. I really appreciate it. Rack 'em.
Awesome, guys. Woo! Oh my God.
One tip I think, guys, is stepping out of your comfort zone is something that you really have to do to be successful and to grow. For myself, I know that doing some of the things that, like speaking in front of a group and things like that, I wasn't good at naturally, and I was afraid to do it. But just stepping out of your comfort zone and really pushing yourself to grow. If it feels weird, you're probably doing the right thing. So step out of your comfort zone and really focus on growing and becoming the leader you want to be.
Believe bigger for yourself sooner, right off the bat, and then insignificant things will stay insignificant.
It would be to follow the system and follow this guy. So make sure you follow the system, roadmap to success, learn how to invite, get excited, dreams and everything. Follow the system, make sure you're following your outline as well.
It's kind of just like when you see everyone out on the stage, like this is how I thought. Doesn't matter where you are, who your upline was. You heard about Vima, you're blessed. It's all about your mindset. If you're about it, you love everything you do about it, your business is going to grow. But if you think negative thoughts and your team's dying, and that's going to happen. But you got to be like the rock solid foundation for your team. Otherwise, who's going to be it? You got to be a sun, not a planet. You can't orbit people. You got to give energy. So that's.
I have infinite patience for the right person. So what does that mean? Some of us have, we want it now. But when you find the right person, have patience with them because, this takes time. So I would say have infinite patience with the right person, and I would take 1 with desire versus 10 with ability, because you can't teach desire.
Cody Barn here with me. Just released his new book. This is it. Cody, if you can give us one tip to go take back to the Vegas team, what would it be?
The biggest tip that I could give all of you guys is to really, really, really make it a priority to be here next year. Be here at the kickoff that's going to be here in San Diego in January. Be at convention. Events change lives. Events were the reason that I'm here right now today. When I went to Go for the Gold, if you don't know what that is, hey, look it up through Vima. Hey, make sure you qualify for the Go for the Gold. If you're already qualified, get your team to qualify as well. Events change lives. Make sure you're at all of the events, guys.
Vegas team, man, we'll stay in air-conditioned climates, number one. And you guys just build like your life depends on it, because it does, and it's worth it. It's not necessarily always easy, but it's a simple thing of getting someone started. It takes a lot of energy, and it's a bumpy road sometimes, but it's a worthy road. I wasn't the overnight ambassador like some of these guys you hear about, like 14 months or whatever, but you know what, you guys, I just turned 27, and is $250,000 a year a good income at 27? If you're 27 and you're 5 years out on hitting $250,000 a year, is is that good income when you're 32 or 30. You know what I'm saying? Just stay with it. No one does, and that's why not many people enjoy the fruits of their labor. So just hang in there, commit to being in this thing 2 years from now, 3 years from now, and you guys will be where you want to be.
My tip is, I'll give you guys 2 things. Number 1 is you got to make a friend before you make a business partner. This is a relationship business, and family doesn't quit on family, but business partners quit on business partners. And number 2 is that after you make that friend, you got to build the people, and the people will build the business. If you can just give people the skill sets that they need to go out there and be independent to where they don't need anyone else, then they have the belief level, the understanding that if all their organization quit, their downline, their upline, everybody, and they were just there, they had the skill set, the belief level, and the understanding to go out and build this thing. Once you build the people will then build the business. So those are my 2 pieces of advice for you guys.
Come to events that you cannot watch on Ustream because you'll get the energy of being here, and it'll change, just your daily thinking and what you're going through. So my tip to you is to come to live events, and is to get as many people in front of your team and your upline as possible to do events and calls and trainings, and to go out and meet as many people as you can, and that way you will never run out of people to talk to. You'll never run out of potential customers and affiliates, and you'll never have this, an opportunity to say, well, I can't do it anymore. So just make the decision in your mind that you're going to do the business, you're going to be a master in the game and learn it, and you're going to go out and execute it, which really is the most important thing.
Consistency.
That's always mine. I knew you were going to
Yeah, well,
hey. It's because I learned from you.
I would say get started, and never ever quit. You never know what's going to happen. You never know how long it's going to take, but it will happen for you. But it never going to come to fruition if you quit on yourself and on your dreams.
One tip is developing leaders. Take all the spotlight off yourself and put it on others, because your business isn't going to grow if other people aren't growing. And always grow yourself as well, because it doesn't matter what anybody else is doing unless you're doing what you want them to do as well. Because if you're honestly not sticking to the system, you're not sticking to the plan, and you just expect somebody to build this for you, you're completely wrong. So it's time to work hard, help others work hard, and you achieve and help others achieve as well.
Awesome, man.
Absolutely awesome.
What's 1 tip you can take back to the Vegas team, man?
I would say get with it or get lost. No matter whether you want to be all in or you want to just make $500 a month, you better get with it or get lost. If you don't spend time doing this thing on a daily basis, whether it's 5 hours or maybe just 30 minutes, you're not going to get to what you want. That's just bottom line.
My biggest tip, guys, that I really got from the Vegas, not from the Vegas trip, from this trip that we're on here in San Diego today, man, is just really understanding that the only reason that you haven't reached your goals is the person right in front of the mirror. And that's, I was listening to Eric Thomas, and he spoke directly to me. He said, some of you guys should be here. Some of you guys back home should be on this trip. Some of you guys back home should be the people on stage. But the reason that you're not is because you haven't put yourself to the level of expectation that you should be. So everybody back home, you have a brand new start. As you watch this video, make the commitment today and just do the dang thing.
My tip you would be establish a big why. And your why being something that's super important to you, super passionate to you, and something that when it gets tough, when it becomes a business, you really start to really recognize the fact that it's not just a rocket ship to World Ambassador.
Right.
The number one thing is figuring out something important, maybe someone bigger yourself, something deeper than money, because money lasts only so long. Money can buy some things, but what money can do is it can take care of your family, take care of people you truly care about, people you truly want to impact with. And that would be my 1 tip, is really focus on the why. But I'll give you a bonus tip, and this I actually learned from his brother. One is a tip that he basically told me last night, and that's why you come to these conventions. If you guys could make it, we'll get you to the next one. But the 1 tip he said that took him from 0 to executive in 81 days, he said finish your list. So people make a list of 100, 300 people, and they only get through 20 to 40, and they wonder why the business doesn't work. He said, I finished my list, and that's why I got to executive in 81 days.
I'm going to do 2 tips, if that's all right.
Okay, that's great, man.
2 tips. Number 1, if you're already in, so you've started, be here a year from now. I've been in Vima now for 5 years. Am I the fastest story? No. Have I made it to the elite level? Yes. Did it take me a lot longer than most people? Absolutely. But guess what? I made it there. And the thing is that if you'll put in the time and you'll stick with it, you'll have success. And then last thing is consistency is king. That's one thing. If you'll persist through all the hard times, you're going to be very, very successful. So be here a year from now, and consistency is king. Do something every single day to move your business forward positively. So
what I would say is honestly treat this like $1 million business. It'll pay you $1 million. If you treat it like a hobby, it's going to pay you like a hobby, right? Fill up that calendar. The more filled up your calendar, the more filled up your bank account will be. And you'll really see that started to happen when you physically get a planner. You know, the moment that I went from diamond, you know, platinum, star platinum to the above, you know, was when I got that planner. I filled it up, you know, calls, UVUs, Skypes, three-way calls, training calls, home events, and I saw the, you know, the 5 M's, more meetings means more money. And that's so true. So it's my tip of the day.
You know, one tip that I like to give a lot of people, really be eager to grow. Okay, now understand the definition of growth. Growth comes at the end of your comfort zone, right? Think about growing a muscle, building a bicep. You keep it comfortable, it's not going to grow. You stress it to its limits, it grows. That being said, push yourself to your limits every single day and watch the person you grow into a year later.
Awesome.
Honestly, you guys, staying consistent and committed, I mean, that's really something that really, you know, absolutely changed my business. Is I really just started taking myself seriously, and when I got a daily routine and I really took this seriously and got committed, I saw an extreme change in my business, and that's really when I saw the most results. So get consistent and committed, and, you know, just stick with it. Understand it's a process, it's going to take time, but, you know, it's worth it if you work at it.
Focus on the fundamentals. I'm not going to teach you calculus in first grade. Baby steps, bronze, free product, frenzy, affiliate pack, turn around, help your next person do it. Keep it simple, guys. The simpler it is, the easier it is, right? Eyes on the prize, stay plugged in with your guys, with your support. Dude, and just put your head down and go. And trust in the Lord, trust in faith, and trust that it'll all work out. Everything happens on faith.
Take your enthusiasm and show the people, show your newest people your enthusiasm. They have to see how enthusiastic you are on a daily basis. Don't show an ounce of weakness, because you just can't. You have to be happy all the time. I mean, take the enthusiasm, let someone else see your enthusiasm.
One tip, guys, is just be consistent. I've been in this for just over 2 years. It took me 21 months to hit executive, but you just got to stay at it and always personally enroll. I've enrolled 65 people into the business. And found about 10 that are taking it seriously, and that's the reason why, you know, I'm able to now experience time and financial freedom. So just be consistent, stay enrolling, and lead by example. It seems very common and, you know, repetitive, but it's just the building blocks of the business, guys. So, you know, with that, stay focused and stay consistent.
My biggest tip to you is to always enroll. Talk to every single person that you can possibly think of, whether you said 1 word to them, 20 words to them. Talk to them your entire life. Talk to them. Don't prejudge, because you never know who actually, you know, can need this to blow up your business. Not only that, remember, your business is in your own hands. So if you stop enrolling, your team's going to stop enrolling, and that's my tip.
All right, here's the thing that I always teach, and here's the thing that you want to live by, something that will really resonate with you every single day. Okay, strive for an impossible perfection. And an impossible perfection in the midst, greatness will arise. So every day, go for it as hard as you can. Every single day, it's your time. You deserve it.
One piece of advice is to just do it. That's it. Just do it. One tip, guys. Number 1, follow this guy. He's the man. Number 2, follow MJ. She's the shit. Number 3, consistent home events, you guys, and plug in the system and just believe in yourself, believe in the opportunity, believe in Vima. We're in the right place, right time, right people, guys. So make the decision, and we're going to help you guys. If you're watching this video, Vegas Dream Team, we're here to help you, and we're going to help you guys blow this thing up and have a huge end of 2014 going into 2015 and get fired up. So follow the system, consistent home events, and follow this guy. Because he's a good-looking guy, and he's the man.
Biggest piece of advice is you just heard a lot of great information here, and if you aren't here right now, then getting it from Carlo and Emmy and MJ and everyone else who's here, and just from the videos, there's all kinds of information and books and audios. All that stuff's out there. We all know it. We're all aware of it. You have access to it. Okay, but the difference is who actually acts upon all that knowledge. Okay, so my biggest piece of advice is set together a game plan, even if you weren't here, before Monday, so this Sunday night, Saturday night, this weekend, sit down for an hour, get with a gold or above upline, and put together a 90-day game plan. We always talk about this, no one actually does it. Actually set the goals, find the exact dates that those rank periods end, set the exact amount of cycles you want to be at, break it down to the numbers, left and right in your business, find out exactly how many cases of verb need to go out on your right, exactly how many cases need to go out on your left, and then go out, break that down to the week, break that down to the day, and then go and do that every single day. Make it consistent and take this knowledge and actually apply it to your business, because most people don't apply it. That's why most people don't make money, most people don't do the things they want to do. All right, be different, set yourself apart if you want to get something different. All right, we hear that all the time, but there's 2,000 people here right now, all right, and there's probably maybe 5 or at most 8% of them, they're going to go home and actually do the things they need to do to be successful. Be one of those people. If you're not here right now, get the knowledge from someone and go apply it to your business and be professional. Number one thing, be professional, have character, do what you say you're going to do. That's it.
For me, I think the biggest thing is, stop looking external, stop trying to find the guy, but become the guy, right? Really sit down and sell yourself, man. Sell yourself on Vima, close yourself on Vima, and ask yourself the 2 hardest questions in this business, but also the 2 questions that really are capable of taking you absolutely anywhere that you want to go, which is, why me? Right, what makes you different? Are you willing to wake up early, go to bed late, wake up early the next morning? Are you willing to miss some meals? Are you willing to work longer than the next guy? Right, and why Vima? Why is this opportunity the opportunity that can take you where you want to go? Because once you close yourself, you can close anybody. That's all I got.
Monty Taylor, the man of Objections Handled. You guys know how much I push this book. Monty, if you can give us one tip to give back to our Vegas team, what would you say?
Hey, everybody. I appreciate you for plugging the book. I really do, and appreciate meeting you. The one thing that I would say is to learn to be a better question asker. So get real clear on the questions that you're asking people, because it's not about talking people into Vima or talking them into network marketing or relationship marketing. In fact, if you follow someone like Tom Alcazan, if you've ever worked with him, and I have, Tom will just keep asking questions, and the last one is that check or credit card. And he's not really said a lot. He's just kept asking questions that are important to them. And of course, I exaggerate a little bit to make a point, but learn to be a great question asker. And that's something that'll really help you. And there's a lot of great questions in that book. And I just appreciate all of you. And let me hear from you. Subscribe to my website, which is Make Prospecting Easy, MontyTaylor.com. Go subscribe, because we do a tip every week. But thanks. Great to meet you.
One good tip. The number one thing is people listen to what you don't say more than what you do say. So what you walk like, what you talk like, what you breathe like, that's what matters at the end of the day. And if you want to build this business big, I've been involved for about 18 months, and I've had people tell me and certain individuals on my team that they enrolled not by a presentation, not by the product, but literally just how a person held themselves, their posture, right, their stance in the world. So I'd say brand yourself with what you don't say more than what you do say, and expect the best. Forget the rest. Bang, bang, baby.
Tip of the day is that a lot of what you heard this weekend was talking about how do we talk about the incomes we make. So there's the income disclosure that we're using, shows all the different levels of income. And if you go to the diamond level shows that I forget what the percentage is, but if you add up the percentage from diamond all the way up, it's like 12.62%. Not that I didn't count it or anything. But here's the significance of that. If you ask somebody how much extra money a month would make a difference, you'll hear a lot of people say $5,000 to $1,000 a month. And the diamond level is $500 a month. Well, if 100,000 affiliates in Vima are, and there's 12% of them making over $500 a month, this is significant. That means our company now has got over 12,000 people making over $500 a month. $500 a month will make a lifestyle change for most retirees, and $500 a month will get the young people out of slinging burgers. So this is my partner, Becky.
Hi, everybody. I want to tell you one thing, and that is that everybody is at a different level of enthusiasm, okay? You might be at a 10, and you might be approaching somebody that's at a 3. You can't come at them with the same amount of energy that a 10 has. You have to meet them where they are, okay? You can't come and try to tell them something when they're a 3. You have to come down to their level and communicate with them at a level 3. And then maybe you can bring them up to a 4 and then up to a 5. But I'm just telling you, meet them where they are and then bring them up as they want to come up. You can't push people. You can only encourage and teach.
One piece of advice I can give you guys is, follow the successful people. This weekend was all about, everybody finding someone they can relate to. Find a leader that you can relate to, relate to their story. And I promise you guys, if you do exactly what they do, you're going to get what they get. At the end of the day, it's not about, just finding someone who has what you want. Find someone who's been where you've been. Okay, if you can find someone who's been where you've been, it's going to resonate with you a lot more, and you're going to be able to relate, and it's going to take you guys to the next level.
So guys, I got Derek Alexander here. Hey Derek, if you can give us one tip so we can take back home, what would you give us?
stay close to the people that have already done it. Stay, keeping yourself accountable with those people. And then once you find out the daily action you need to take yourself to the next level, be consistent with that consistency in general. And then just always build brick by brick. Don't try and create the whole wall. Just build the first brick and then be satisfied with that brick and then the next one. And then lo and behold, you'll see the entire wall you created for yourself long term.
My tip of the day, man, is show up. 90% of success is just showing up. So obviously right now we're at the next level leadership out in San Diego, man. You ask anybody who's here, it's changing lives. The information is absolutely amazing. 90% of success is showing up. Be at convention, be at the next VLA, be at the next level leadership, man. Make it happen. Show up. You show up and you'll win.
Tip of the day, I'm going to say get an affiliate pack, get someone started on an affiliate pack, and get them to Frenzy. They're 24 hours. In the first 24 hours, get them paid, get them to set their first home event, help them hit bronze their first week. There we go. How to do that? Get a builder pack left, 2 builder packs right, another builder pack on that one side. They're going to be momentum bonus qualified.
There you go, bro. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Tip of the day. We'll come back. We got more coming.
Vegas team, you got to be consistent, all right? Every day you got to do a little bit. It's going to build your business. No days off.
Hey, listen, guys. This is my tip of the day. Tip of the life. Tip of your career in network marketing. It's plan on being here for 10 years. This is a career. This is a profession if you choose to make it so. Obviously, what we've talked about is that a lot of people do Vima part-time. That's great. But you need to stick around. If you're in this thing to make money, treat it like a career. And I'll tell you, from my personal experience, I've been around Vima for 10 years now. 7 years of that was just as a consumer, just a customer. The last 3 years I've been building the business, but I plan to be here for another 10 years. So if you're going to be, out there working, be professional, treat this like a career. It's an 8 to 10 year plan, minimally. Stick around. Don't overhype the income that could be made in 90 days or a year. Be here for 10 years and you'll reach that 6-figure income mark. Let's make this happen, guys. Thank you.
Never, ever, ever quit. Ever quit. Doesn't matter if you've been in it for 2 years and you've been stuck at Diamond for a year and a half. I understand how it works, but it doesn't matter because the biggest leaders in the company, this is normal. This is totally normal in the company, but we want you to go fast, go bigger, go faster, go sooner, but don't ever get discouraged if you're not blowing through the ranks because that is normalcy in this business. So keep with it, never quit, and rack 'em up.
What up, guys? Hey, really quick, understand the struggle. This is my tip for you guys. Everyone goes through the struggle, and it's necessary. I would say the struggle is beautiful because that is what really helped me grow as a person. Like, I'm a totally different person than I was 2 years ago. It's because I had to deal with the stress, the struggle, and once I got through it, I learned a lot. I became that person that I am today. It helped me become a better person. It truly did. And if you're struggling right now, if it's tough, keep going because that is necessary. That's important, and that's going to help you get to where you want to go and become the person you need to be.
What's up, guys? My tip of the day is if you've been doing the same thing for the past year, 2 years, however long you've been in it, and your results have not changed, it's time to do something different. The system obviously works, it's in place, but a lot of people in money and cars, right? You just need to change up your habits and decide to make a difference. Decide to be a leader, change your habits, and that's what's going to win the day, guys. It's how you carry yourself as a person. People follow people who know where they're going.
Richard, if you can give us, a tip of advice to take back to our team, man, what would you say?
Absolutely. Well, guys, it's a privilege to be able to do this with you guys. I see you guys all over Facebook, the rising stars of the team, and what we've learned here, we gather so much information, and the number one mistake most people make is absorbing information and not putting it into action. I know that was my mistake when I first got involved. Is I learned and I learned and I learned, and it was almost paralysis of analysis. I analyzed every situation, and it kept me from taking action, and nothing beats taking action. And I know people in this business that they literally didn't know what a cycle was, but they went and talked to people, and they cycled. And some people, they have to learn every bonus before they earn it, and you don't have to. You got to take action. Apply what you learn, and you'll have success.
Awesome, man.
How's it going, guys? I got the legend with me, Eric Worre. Eric Worre, if you can give me one tip of the day, what would it be today?
Tip of the day is make the decision to be a professional. Really, for real. Practice your skills, work on it. Once you make the decision, the business gets pretty easy. Until you make the decision, the business stays pretty hard. It's about as simple as I can make it.